Hey guys, I've got a great trick for you. Once you find a domain name using Domainer Elite, no matter how you found it, a lot of people on the calls with me, they ask me, how do I know that the domain is, how much to sell it for, how much do I make my reserve, etc. I'm going to give you this really very easy trick to learning exactly how to know what you're doing every step of the way. All right? All right. I found this domain name through Domainer Elite. It's available. HomeDietPrograms.com. All right, sounds cool. How do I know if that's the domain name I want to sell? Well, I come along here to Estabot, or I use the Estabot appraisal feature through Domainer Elite, and it tells me it's worth $250. Well, I would naturally be thinking, that's a bummer. I thought it was good. I thought this domain was good, but Estabot says it's only worth $250. And that's exactly, ladies and gentlemen, why you don't want to just rely on Estabot. Estabot is a robot. That's why they call it bot. Okay? Estimation bot. Estabot for short. Okay? Let's see exactly why Estabot has appraised it at $250. Related sales. Okay? This is like with real estate. Like the way that you figure out how much a house is worth is how much did your neighbor's house sell for? If it's sold for $1 million, and that will usually mean that the other houses in the neighborhood are worth $1 million. It is the one way to figure out how much something is worth, right? No matter if it's baseball cards or no matter if it's dinosaur bones or whatever. So, what are the recent related domain name sales? These domains here sold for this amount. Okay? Now, the amounts look very similar to the $250 appraisal. Well, let's see if these domain names are truly similar to something as awesome as HomeDietPrograms.com. Look, not for nothing, I love the domain. Okay, I think it's worth more than $250. It's got to be worth more than $250. What went wrong here? Math is real estate. Now, what the heck does that mean? North Dallas Homes. That has nothing to do. These have nothing to do with the domain name. I mean, it's comparing this LCS Home Furniture. Are you kidding me? All right. Well, these, in my opinion, domains that aren't very attractive, I would not say they're worth anything, sold for the amount that it's telling us Home Diet Program sold for. You guys follow me here? So, how do we really find out what this is worth? Look, Estabot is great. Not to badmouth Estabot. It's great. But it's a start. Okay? I've already used Estabot, to be honest with you. Now it's to the point where you do this, okay? You find a domain name you really like a lot. Well, check it out. You come over to Sedo.com, okay? I took the liberty of doing a search for programs. I made sure it was only searching domains, okay? Domains only. I made sure it was only searching the .coms. Okay. Let's take a look at the other programs domain names and how much they're selling for. Okay. I'll show you that in a second. See if I can find my window again. Here it was. Here it was. Remember? Home Diet Programs. Okay. .com. So here are all some other .coms. Webmastersprograms.com, swappingprograms.com, orderprograms.com. Remember, these are all the types of domains you'd find in Domainer Elite. Some domains will be found. Now, look at the pricing that everyone's done here. Okay? You see this? I think Home Diet Programs is going to sell for a little bit more than $250, to be honest with you. If you're going to go on Flippa and you're going to sell Home Diet Programs, you're not going to say, hey, it is appraised at $250 in Estabot. You're trying to shoot yourself in the foot. You know what you're going to do? You're going to find some examples of these types of other programs.com type of web domains that have sold for, say, $4,000, $5,000 in recent sales, or you're going to point out, look, soccer programs, U.S. programs, it really just does help. this at least you can see. I mean, these prices are righteous. To be honest with you, I think they are a little bit high. If you're going to go on Flippa, it's good to start out little by little. You know, some smaller auctions, or just have, you know, $50 buy it now, $100 buy it now. Sell a couple little ones first, get a whole bunch of buyers, and then after you have those buyers, every time you post an auction, all those buyers are going to buy from you, and they're all going to bid. Okay, so it's kind of like being the new kid in high school. That's what I was telling some of my callers tonight. So here are the related recent sales. Well, here are the recent sales here. You can just refresh here and you can take a look at, these are actual sales, guys, that have gone. And the key is that you can just, you know, you can first of all look through here and see how much domains go for. Okay. Gives you a good idea. All right. Next, you can also, of course, this is the first step when you find a domain. Do that. All right. That was a little trick. Very easy to find out if that appraisal on Estabot is telling the truth. Sometimes it is. Sometimes a little bit better than this one. We found a pretty bad appraisal, which is a good example to show you. On the other hand, it doesn't look like this domain really, it looks like a lot of these searches are bringing it down. Okay. But what's this? Come on, this domain isn't that bad. Look at that. 158,000 search results. All right. Look at that. Now down here, look, monthly searches. It does have monthly searches. It's not like they're, you know, they're not coming up. Look at that. You see this? That's some good stuff, man. So that's what I wanted to show you about these domains, all right? Don't just follow Estabot, like, you know, use some human thought. Of course, the three main aspects, the selling points to a domain are recent sales, some that are very, very similar to this, like for instance, weightlossprograms.com would be very, very similar to this. To give you another idea, the length of the history, the age of the domain is going to matter. For instance, you can go to Wayback Machine and you can type it into Wayback Machine. Now let's see if home diet programs in terms of age is something to talk about. If not, if it's a brand new domain, no problem. You just don't mention, you know, just don't flaunt it. You're not going to flaunt something that's weak. Oh, it's not that bad. It looks like it is about 4 years old. You say the domain is 4 years old. Sure, let them know. All right. Check it out. This first number here, you can flaunt it. So there you go. You have 4-year-old domain. You got some recent sales, okay? Find some recent sales. You can go to Google. You type in any of these brand names, Wayback Machine, to find out the age. Or if you go to Google, you can type in recent domain sales and then put the keyword programs. See what comes up. Boom. All right, look, you got a lot of results here. You can search past sales and try to find your domain. Do some independent research. So the two ones that we've gone over so far are the age and recent sales. What else can you do? Well, you can go to Alexa and you can find out if, and this is in the case of it being an expired domain name, if you got it from the expired list, then type it in, home diet programs. And again, this is typing it into Alexa. Let's see if it was a website before it expired. All right, doesn't look like there's any info here. The reason you do this though, oh, actually there was a website. It had these, but it wasn't a very good website. Okay? So now you're learning. Sometimes you'll find a domain that was a good website and that might be part of the reason why it's appraised that much. So if it was, then you have to explain that in your flip listing. You have to explain the good things about the site. You say, hey, look, it gets 10,000 hits a day. People type in the word. I was involved in a sale for Remix.com, some guy I was doing consultations with. And there was like 500 people every day typing in Remix.com into Google. I mean, sometimes you get a domain that is, you can flaunt the fact that it already is behaving. It's a domain name that actually behaves and has a different life than other domains. I mean, sometimes it's that awesome of a domain that people are already typing it in. Like if it, sex.com or something, you probably get a ton of people, 10,000 people every day out of millions of people that type that in. People going to that domain name automatically. And that's going to make the domain worth a ton of money. Okay? So think about it that way. If a domain name, you know a little bit about what it means and you can identify what it is, then you'll be in the money. So the one last thing we're going to do, and this is the 4 different things you could do: the age, the recent sales, look up similar sales, and then also go to Google and type in home, type it in, see if there is any evidence, like when you're looking for dinosaur bones or you're looking for signs of life on Mars. You're going to do a little forensics here. HomeDietPrograms.com. All right, looks like it's coming up all over the place. So it looks like it was a website. Okay. Maybe nothing you really want to talk about, but I would say talk about, hey, home diet is big and programs is big, and here are some recent sales. Boom. Sell the domain. And, if the less risk or the less, make it a smaller price. The more, the smaller the price, the more affordable you make it. As long as you're making your money back, make a little bit of profit. Of course, it's around $21 to buy a domain and list it. So if you can make $50, you make $30 there, then you've got a customer, you've got a review on Flippa, and you've made a friend. Okay? And you're also getting down how to transfer and all that. Once the domain sells to the buyer, you're going to have to transfer it to their GoDaddy. It's relatively quick. They'll put money in escrow, and the minute you transfer it, they release the escrow. It can be done in an hour. But if you want to go for the gold, heck, you can make a $1,000 reserve. For those who don't know what a reserve is, it is an invisible minimum amount that you want to sell your domain name for. All right? And if people aren't see it, they'll be asking you, hey, what's your reserve? What's your reserve? Like $1,000. You'll be like, can't afford it. If you make it $10, you can go and say ridiculously low reserve. You can say that in the tagline. All right. So guys, happy hunting. Find some awesome domain names. Do a little bit of research. Put it on Flippa with an amazing, tell them the benefits of the domain. Age, does it have good age? Does it have, tell them that. And if you have any other questions, I'm looking forward to learning exactly what I should continue to answer. And stay tuned for awesome new features, and make sure to check daily for new expired domain names. All right. Thanks so much, guys.